So the divine abode or the heart method we'll train in this evening is Karuna, a compassion practice that can be used throughout the day, anytime, particularly in difficulty. So this is the cultivation of compassion. We're carving out avenues to access the honey of the heart. So I'd like you first to just arrive in heart center. We've built a lot of awareness at low belly. And now it's about drawing the grounded sphere of Hara, the wisdom of the full self there, just floating, kind of trickling into sternum center, but also all the way to the spine, behind the heart. The top sides of the rib cage. And the gentle slide of the collarbones as they're supported by shoulder blades on the earth. I'd like you to call into the center of your heart some difficulty, some burden that you have been shouldering. Call it in. Invite the acknowledgement of its existence, this aspect that causes you suffering. Inhale and invite it into the heart. And when you exhale, let the heart soften and spread so there's some spaciousness around that sensation. In other words, letting this suffering have some room to breathe and ventilate. Inhaling, you give attention to this painful part of the self, where it's constricted and tight. Exhaling, you let that space receive open, spacious nature. The seed of the Buddha, which is born at Hara and can spread to any constricted walls in the heart. So it's a few soft, spacious breaths like that. This is a Buddhist breath called Tonglen. It means giving and receiving. Giving attention to painful part and letting it receive open spaciousness. As you breathe into that suffering and let it receive the space, you relax in to your inner sanctuary of heart center. This breath is for you. The mantra, may I be soft and tender with my pain. And now we'll move from Tonglen breath for the self into Tonglen breath for someone that you know that's suffering. Calling their suffering in, widening your heart so they have a place to land. Showing them your inner space so that they might model the soft and tender way to meet their own pain. Placing that person's grief and sorrow and pain in to the center point of your heart. The mantra, may you have inner space, soft and tender, to meet your pain. This is how. This Tonglen practice bonds us to all of human suffering. Often the sorrow we feel can estrange us from feeling supported, that we kind of wallow alone in this cave of misery, that nobody could possibly understand the gravity of our severances. Tonglen is a practice that bonds us to all human suffering. If I feel this way, my sister must have felt like this. My neighbor, a stranger, an enemy, a challenger. So through suffering, our compassion sphere grows broader, stronger, brighter. So now breathing into the heart, this Tonglen breath for all of human suffering. And exhaling, feeling how wide the luscious expanse of the heart landscape is to host all beings. The mantra, may all beings have the resources to meet their pain with tenderness.